Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Tonight we're going to be playing some Dead Space Remake. This is the remake that came out yesterday for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and the PC. So we're going to be hopping right into this right now. Let's play some Dead Space Remake on the PS5.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
Yeah. First I've heard from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Ishimura is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls? It's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Daniels.
So you keep saying.
Here we go.
Nice clean re-entry. Aegis 7.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history.
Hey.
Some prospecting team set up for life.
Hey Stu, how are you doing this evening? We're playing the Dead Space remake. This game just came out yesterday. It's a remake of the original Dead Space, using all next-gen visuals.
Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see our running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with the CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You track your file access?
I'm a computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
This game is about the inside of your head.
Nah, it's about the inside of yours.
This is the emergency media scene of the USG Kellion.
No, I'm not going to tell you what the game's about, but you will find out. Suffice it to say, it takes a lot of inspiration from the Alien movies and the movie Event Horizon.
Someone pick up the damn phone.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson.
This looks a lot like the ship from Star Trek Picard.
Automated docking. Let's go.
I'm losing control.
Fuck! We're off course!
Daniel!
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull.
Jen, aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light. It might slow us down.
Got it. Drop the blast shield. Everyone brace yourself. Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. All right?
Also reminds me of the beginning of Pitch Black.
Shit. But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer.
Wasn't Pitch Black the sequel to Flashback?
That guidance system's a death
Unless I'm
trap.
thinking of something else.
You're repairless. Jen, what's our damage?
Comps are down. We lost a port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kellion. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
No, Pitch Black was a movie was Vin Diesel, the first Riddick movie.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that one. I know that Pitch Black was also a sequel to Flashback, I think. Unless I'm confusing the name. But yeah, no, this is a remake of Dead Space. Dead Space is a old PS3 game. It's been out for...
You're thinking of Fade to Black.
That's what I'm thinking of, Fade to Black, yes. Yeah, Dead Space was originally an old PS3 game back in the day. Original Xbox and PS3, I believe. Or it might have been Xbox 360, actually, and PS3. But anyway, it's... yeah, so it's been out for a long time, and they decided with the next gen tech to just totally remake the game from the ground up, add a whole bunch of new content,
Guess we better go.
but keep the story very similar to the original. So a lot of the stuff is still the same, but a lot of the stuff is new. They've kind of added new scenes in. It's interesting.
At least we didn't take out the sign.
Its whole
May as well get signed in.
Zombies?
No. Aliens. There is no zombies. Just aliens. You'll see.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura.
Thank God.
Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
His left arm can be found in the kitchen.
Someone left it.
Okay. Disclaimer, this article is sponsored by CEC's Print and Publishing Division and may not represent the views of Amazing Universe magazine. Imagine a world where basic resources like fuel or metals and ice are hard to come by. Imagine if humanity's needs were entirely dependent on the nearly extinct resources of Earth and the dwindling supplies of the colonies. Older readers don't need to imagine such a world. You lived it, less than a century ago. Looking to the stars for additional resources was nothing new.
Soylent Green is people.
But at the time, the only shock point capable ships were smaller vessels that could barely keep up with demand. Enter the Ishimura. Named after the celebrated astrophysicist and inventor of the shock point drive, Hideaki Ishimura, the USG Ishimura was the first of the massive planet cracker ships, built in 2446. She has enjoyed a long and storied career. The Ishimura was the first vessel of her size to utilize the shock point drive for large-scale commercial and deep space expeditions.
Did you say planet cracker?
Not...
I'm very offended.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Not... Oh my god. I'm going to continue reading now. Jesus. At her inception, the Ishimura was hailed as the savior of the colonies. She was created to mine and process asteroids, and even small moons, with a remarkable efficiency. She was also the first ship capable of the pioneering scan-and-catch technique for harvesting mineral-rich asteroids. Utilizing huge gravity tethers, the Ishimura could lock onto asteroids and pull them inside the ship's massive collection bays for quick and efficient smelting. At 62 years old, the Ishimura is still in remarkable shape. Her equipment has been upgraded over the years, and many of her interior spaces have been retrofitted to take advantage of current technological advances. Despite so many long years of service, she remains the pride of the CEC fleet and is still the company's largest planet cracker. Whenever a vital deep space mining project requires skill, experience, and dedication, the Ishimura is ready to answer the call.
I wish I could get my equipment upgraded. Maybe then I'd still be in good shape also.
It is ships like the Ishimura and the dedication of the men and women who crew her that built the Concordance Extraction Corporation into the trusted, dependable resource provider it is today. Oh, there you go. That's a lot of reading. Alright. Let's do what we came here to do, which is not read.
Something on the floor here. Is that?
Literally nobody would read that.
I would.
Oh god, now.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms or the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red.
Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, got us power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator should be...
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No, the quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait, do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Hammond?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators.
There's something in here with us.
Up there! Oh, God! Kid! No! Daniels, get the doors open! Get out of there! Kendra, the door!
Holy shit. I just soiled myself. I need to go change. BRB.
Okay. Yeah, no, Dead Space is known for being ridiculously violent and horror. It's definitely horror sci-fi based. But it's actually a cool game. I remember loving it back in the day, so it's nice to see such a nice remake, which adds a whole bunch of new content, but still keeps the game very true to the original. Let's see if I think I got everything in here. Yeah. So one of the key elements of the Dead Space games, and as well as Callisto Protocol, which is also made by the creators of Dead Space, is the fact that there is no HUD on the screen at any given time. The HUD is located on your character at all times. The back trachea, basically, the back end of his suit is his health bar, and then your ammo is right there. So the creator of the game specifically said that he wanted to make it a third-person game where there is no HUD on the screen, no distractions on the screen, but that you'll still be able to have all of your standard HUD objects like your health and your ammo and all that kind of stuff at any given time. But it's actually on the gun and it's actually on the character's body as opposed to being at the bottom of the screen. Because he felt it was a distraction to have those kind of things on the screen. Somebody's late to dinner. All right.
Security request.
Your talking is also a distractant.
Ah, shut up.
Just kidding.
Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
So as the game will go on, you'll begin to learn what is causing all these aliens to be on the ship and everything. It's pretty interesting.
Isaac, you made it.
Just... they're everywhere. Shen, is he,
He's gone. Nothing I can do.
Here we go.
the ones I saw?
I figured they're just hungry.
Wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs, so how do we do this?
I'd listen to her.
Tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system.
This is my last pair of underwear, so please no more jump
Last
scares.
pair of underwear. Oh, well, no promises. Hey, Weird Adventure Gaming, how are you doing? Yes, we need to listen to her over
I'm sure Nicole's okay.
Hammond.
She's a
Hammond
doctor, right?
seems kind of
She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah.
uh
Yeah, she always does.
misinformed.
I'll be back soon.
But yeah, it's great to see Dead Space getting the remake treatment. I know that for the longest time, a lot of gamers wanted Dead Space to be remade, and of course, Electronic Arts kind of ignored it and ignored it and ignored it. So it's nice to see that it got a proper remake, and by that I mean like from the ground up remake. It still has the exact same elements as I said before. But there is a lot of new content as well. There's a lot of scenes that were originally deleted from the original game that have been added into this remake. So there's a lot of new content, a lot of new weapons, new armor rigs that you get, a lot of cool things like that. As well as I said, new scenes, new locations on the ship. They've kind of made the ship a bit bigger than it used to be. I think I need to go, yes, this way.
By the way, when I was playing Colossal Cave, I found a grotto, and I was wondering if maybe that was the gamer's grotto.
Shut up! Yeah, clearly, it was me. I was there stalking you in spirit. I can't go in there yet. Need a level 1 clearance. I love all these random things like babies and stuff like that, and then over here I think is a teddy bear. Yeah. It's a random teddy bear. Which implies that there are were children on board the Ishimura at some point. I don't know why you wouldn't just take off the stasis thing. Why would you pick up the entire arm and then just be like, ah, well. Well, we... Oh. Even in the future, they had power issues. Can you believe it? Come on. There we go.
Stu, you ought to invest in some more walk-aroundies.
Walk-aroundies? I also apologize, Stu, for not tuning into your Colossal Cave
Yeah, I
playthrough.
just haven't done laundry in a while.
Jesus. But yeah, no, I would have tuned in, but I don't want any spoilers, because I do want to play the game for myself. I do intend to get it at the end of the month, so I just... Normally I would have tuned into that one, but, because I am really excited about it, but, I'd rather experience it firsthand. We are going the right way. All right. Just want to make sure. I mean, it's not like there's anywhere else I can go besides the bathroom.
At the Gamer's Grotto, I'd like to see you play it without a walkthrough. I think it will be cool.
Me play a game without a walkthrough.
Hello, Grotto. Don't let die your partners in the game, lol.
Well, I don't... with Dead Space, you're always alone most of the time, right? So, I mean, if my partners do die, it's because it's scripted.
Message retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling?
Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader?
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know?
I know.
I love how the other guy is just so calm about it. Yeah, you know, it happens. People inside of the gears, you know, it's normal on a ship. All right.
Prepare systems online. Loading system reinitialized.
I think those may have been the aliens.
Oh yeah, of course.
Autoloader malfunction. Please contact.
You know what this game reminds me of? I'll be honest with you. I don't know if it's just me, but it reminds me of like Doom. And when I say Doom, I'm not referring to classic id Software Doom. I'm referring to like modern Doom, like Doom 2016. It feels very similar in style to that series, where it was all about, you know, portals being opened and things like that, which brought in the demons. It's very similar in style with Dead Space, except instead of demons we have aliens, or mutations, if you will. Human alien mutations. You're behind me. This is why 3D audio is important in modern games. Especially in this one.
Well, you're definitely doomed.
Oh, great time to reload, Isaac. Great time to reload. Let's grab the stuff over here before we load up the next claw. That's just money.
Right loader claw engaged. Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
I think you should stream one of the Apprentice games or maybe one of the Trump Casino gambling games.
Trump Casino gambling games? Is there even such a thing? Why would I? Also, why would I? I'm terrible at gambling. Why would I want to do that? What would be? I mean, if you want to stream them,
You got it.
I'll join you in those.
That's one down.
I'll be your Trump in chief or something. I don't know.
We can't run the trams without it.
I'll be the croupier. Donald Trump.
Just so we can hear your comments on Trump LOL.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you should stream it. And then I'll come on as a guest. Welcome to Trump's Casino. I'm telling you, it's the greatest place in the world. I'm gonna take all your money and you're not gonna leave with anything. You're gonna be as bankrupt as my business is, I'm telling you. Alright,
I've never played this. I have some standards hyphen there are some games I won't buy.
So why are you forcing me to do it? That makes no sense. Okay, you have standards, so you're just gonna thrust your shit games to me? I'm good, Stu, thanks. I think I'm pretty good in that regard. I have my own shit games to play. But yeah, no, Weird Gaming Adventure. Dead Space is actually really cool. It's very reminiscent of the Alien movies. So if you like classic Alien movies, the classic Alien movies, or even Event Horizon, if you remember that movie with Liam Neeson. I think it was Liam Neeson. It's very reminiscent of that era of sci-fi film, or more so horror, I suppose. Horror sci-fi. But yeah, no, it's very reminiscent of those films. So if you really enjoyed those films, chances are you will like Dead Space. What? There we go.
Is that the one where Liam Neeson was killing the aliens that kidnapped his daughter?
What? No. No. Event Horizon is about, like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like people going mad on a spaceship, and it's like an alien virus that affects everyone and makes them go crazy. There's like a lot of really messed up scenes in that movie. I remember there was like they had like a death orgy scene at one point in the movie where like these people are just fucking on board the ship and then start ripping each other apart and laughing. It was just weird. It was a really weird movie. Definitely very psychological horror based. And Dead Space is a lot like that. You'll see as we go on throughout this game, but it is very similar. Especially when you meet, later on in the game when we meet more of the crew members, you'll see what I mean. Wait, what the hell is down here?
That's very presumptuous of you to say that I'll see as you go on.
Well, if you choose to stick around, but... That's up to you and your underwear collection now, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm being a dick.
Nah, you're good.
I'm just kidding.
I know. No power. Well, we can fix that. We have a fuse box of sorts here. This is new, by the way. This was not in the original game. This this kind of like fuse box thing where you can switch the fuses out. This was not in the original game at all. As a matter of fact, this door would just open. They didn't have this. That's all new. They have added a lot more fuse puzzles and stuff like that in this game. Now, granted, that wasn't really a puzzle. That was just switching out a fuse. But later on, it becomes more advanced with the fuses and delegating certain fuses to certain things, etc. I hear you. Don't reload there.
How long is this game?
Oh boy, it's in chapters. So this is chapter 1 still. It's long. I think like 60 chapters, somewhere around there maybe. It's actually quite long. And then there's a Dead Space 2 and 3, but they haven't been remade yet. Given that this remake just came out yesterday. So I feel like they are planning to do, maybe not Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3 was not a well-received game. Dead Space 1 and 2 were the ones that were well-received. Dead Space 3 kind of deviated back in the day from everything and kind of went its own way. And because of that, a lot of people didn't like it. It was not well-received. Dead Space 2 is the most violent out of all of them, and the most psychological, in my opinion. Now, granted, with this remake, they've made it a lot more horrific and violent than the... Oh, I see. They made it a lot more horrific and violent than the original. Now keep in mind, this is not a remaster. This is a full-on remake. The whole game has been rebuilt from the ground up, including hiring new voice actors and a brand new composer. Okay. For some reason I thought I was supposed to go straight. I guess not.
It started off scary, but now you seem sort of up.
No, I'm not overpowered. I just know where to hit the enemies to kill them. Because you have to hit them in the limbs. It's not... We're still in the beginning of the game, Stu. There's a lot more powerful enemies and stuff that will come in. The game takes a while to get its flow. Oh yeah, I forgot they do that. They fake that they're dead. Keep in mind also that I was a huge fan of the original game and played the shit out of it. So I do know how to play the game. I used to, I'm not reading all this. Technical specs. If it was story-based stuff, I'd read it, but because it's just technical specs of the ship and stuff, it's not necessary.
This game played the shit out of me.
It played the shit out of you? There you go. It's gonna shut off all the lights. Because that's what you want to have, you know, on a spaceship. You definitely want to have no lights while you're on a ship full of killer aliens. Yeah, that's the first thing I would want.
This new Star Trek game looks spooky.
I know, right? Captain Kirk versus the aliens with the giant spikes. They just drive me nuts. They're always all over the place. Alright, let's head back. I think we got what we came for. Now, the thing with this game over the original is that in the original game, it would tell you when you're in the next chapter because it had loading screens. Because this is the next-gen version, there is no loading screens. It's just seamless gameplay. There's no loading screens at all. I hear him. Where is he? There he is. Alright. I think we're good. At least for now. Until the next one comes into my face.
If there's no HUD, how can you tell if you're hurt?
The green bar on the back of my back. Do you see there's two bars. There's the green one on the left.
I've not yet played the remake. You digging it?
Oh yeah, no, Always Asleep. I love the remake. It harkens back to the original for sure. It has a whole bunch of new elements. The ship is a lot bigger, so there's a lot more extra rooms that weren't in the original. So it's definitely really good. Now, Stu, as I was saying, the green bar on the left side of your back is your health. The smaller bar on the back of your health, on your back, is the stasis. Your stasis. Should we? Oh my god. Your stasis.
Isaac, we can't stay here much
bar.
longer. Hearing a lot of movement.
Hold on, I got the data board. I'm coming back.
At Always Asleep, you missed it earlier when he got his equipment upgraded live on stream.
What? What are you yammering about? To Mr. Wright from J. To Mr. Wow, I can't read. To Mr. Smith from J. Wright. Subject: Poker Night. Keeping this off rig link in case Benson's listening in. You in for poker tonight? Or are you going to let Caitlin keep walking around with your credits? JFW. To J. Wright from M. Smith. Subject: Poker Night.
Face orange biting nails.
I'm in. But can you not invite Pavey this time? I know he's still blaming himself for Sorosi's accident and everything, but no one wants to hear about anyone's fucking nightmares. Especially that one where he saw Sorosi up and walking around with half his head missing. And don't give me shit about it. I'm serious. It's messing with me. Last night I had one of those dreams where you wake up you know? But my dad was sitting next to my bed, talking to me. It felt so real. I kept seeing him out of the corner of my eye all day. And trust me, that's one son of a bitch who needs to stay dead. Smith. We're gonna upgrade our suit first, so give it some HP and some oxygen.
I think F-King Nightmare is an oxymoron.
What? To join is to survive? Okay. What? What are you aiming at? Alright, okay. Assuming we have to go up here. Uh-huh. I knew you were a freaking alive. I knew it, you liar. Pretending to be dead. Gotcha.
I was a space engineer once and this is exactly what it was like. Plasma cutter dismemberment and all.
There you go, see? This is exactly what it's like at NASA. It's just constant plasma cutter dismemberment. I think deep down this is what Trump's Space Force was supposed to be like. At least that's what he thought it was going to be like, probably. I'm telling you, we're gonna equip them with plasma cutters. They're gonna go into space and shoot some alien son of a bitches. Alright. Let's get the show on the road.
Data board reinstalled. System restart complete.
Perfect.
Maintenance complete. Calling tram.
It's clear.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown was lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down.
I wouldn't get on that.
You and Johnston fix up the Kellion. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? Protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
So as I stated earlier, always asleep, you
Why
probably...
are they not wearing their helmets? Are they complete morons?
They never had helmets to begin with. When they came on board the ship, Isaac's the only one who had a helmet. And I think it's because he's engineering. Like, they're not engineering. He's an engineering specialist. They're dead then? Well, I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Let's head back to the Kellion. But as I was saying, as I was saying earlier, always asleep, this is a full-on remake, not a remaster. It may look similar to the original Dead Space, but that's kind of where it ends. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of new content, new weapons, new armor. The game has been rebuilt from the ground up with a whole new game engine, and the composer and the voice cast has been recasted. So none of the voice actors are from the original game. They didn't even use the same sound clips. It's all new content.
It is on my list for sure. I adore the series. Just don't have time for it right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's definitely worth picking up at some point. I think we have to go, yes. I always love that waypoint marker. That's actually really cool, especially considering how lost you can get on this ship. You're gonna come through this vent. How did I? It was kind of obvious by the way he was creeping around that corner that his plan was to just dive through the vent at me. I think we're good.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
Oh, okay, it's a coffee, coffee. I thought it was a, something to pick up. I mean, as much as I would love to have coffee right now on the ship. Let's say, stand on marks, raise your arms above your head. Fingertips should be close to each other, but not
touching. If those guys had any brains, they would stick very close to Isaac.
I mean, that would have been my suggestion, yes, but you know what Hollywood is like and what video games are like. Logic plays no part in it. Yeah, let me get on the ship first.
On you. Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen. Ishimura's overrun with... They're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac...
We need the Kellion fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there. Should have been with
I didn't realize that the monsters enjoyed fornication.
We're in core. Go!
Good job, Johnston. Crikey.
Now they have no chance of leaving the Ishimura. Because there's no other shuttlecrafts. They're kind of trapped here now.
I knew it wasn't a mistake bringing her on this mission. I always loved that stomp animation. So good.
Overloaded.
No! Kellion was our only way home. We're trapped.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing. What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias. Track his rig.
Okay. Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain? God.
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we... What was that? Chen?
Hammond, run!
That was your doom.
That was my doom.
Not yours, theirs.
Maybe. We don't know that. They could still very much be alive. We don't know.
Answering their question. Lousy necromorph scum suckers.
I don't know if you've ever played it either, Always Asleep, but Callisto Protocol is made by the same guys who made Dead Space. And it's kind of a different take on Dead Space. It's got the same mechanics. I did do a stream of it earlier on. The health is still in the same spot, roughly. It's very similar to Dead Space. But I do recommend checking it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I was intrigued by Callisto, but then heard it wasn't great. I hope to give it a shot one day regardless.
When it first came out, it wasn't very good. It has since been improved. They added patches and they fixed a lot of stuff. It's good now. Yeah, when it first came out, it was kind of a mess. Is that it? There's nothing else in here? Alright. Nope. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna put my phone on vibrate.
Hello, this is Isaac.
Alright.
What, do I have Prince Albert in a can?
Prince
what
Albert?
What the heck is that?
I wasn't expecting somebody to call me while I'm streaming. That's what that was. I should put my phone on vibrate whenever I stream, but I don't really expect people to call me. I mean, nobody calls me all day, and then when I'm streaming, everybody's like, "Oh, we must call you."
Usually he doesn't get phone calls.
Well, no, I do. It's just... It's just odd that they... I don't know. Like, I never receive phone calls all day, and then suddenly... suddenly, I'm getting calls as I'm trying to stream. Alright, let's upgrade our rig. 12,000 points. Alright. Now we do have... This is a DLC rig that came with the game when I pre-ordered. There is also a couple of other rigs you can get that you can get with the Ultimate Edition of the game, which if you have the Standard Edition is just a $10 upgrade. So I do plan to get that at some point, do the $10 upgrade and get the additional suits. But for now, we're just going to go with the standard $10,000 suit.
Hey. What, do I have Prince Albert in a can? What the heck is that? At Always Asleep usually he doesn't get phone calls. He speaks a fair bit in this one too, yeah? I remember he was pretty much a silent protagonist until the second game originally.
That is correct. Isaac was very much a silent...
went into a time loop.
It does that occasionally. Internet hiccup. But yes, always asleep. Isaac never talked in the original game. He has a lot of dialogue in this game, especially when compared to the original. All right, let's move one of these to storage, and we'll move 2 ammos to storage. There. I think we've already gone in there. Okay, I guess there was nothing over here. All right.
Gotta hold the line. They all came back.
Oh, one of the alien hands broke off into her chest. Huh.
Wow, she lived for a whole 5 seconds. Gnarly.
Lifting station lockdown.
What's that aiming at?
Isaac, have you heard from Daniels? We were attacked. She ran the other way.
No, nothing. Medical's a slaughterhouse. They barricaded access to the morgue.
The morgue?
Yeah, but the barricade was put together in a hurry. A hydrazine tank might blow it open. Just need a detonator, like maybe a shock pad. Nicole could be through there if...
Isaac, the one who attacked us. I swear to God it was Chen. But I saw him die. If they barricaded the morgue, maybe it was to keep something in.
I mean, yeah.
Level 2 security clearance required.
I don't think there's anything I really need. Nah. We are good, at least for now. That is actually a reference to the movie I was talking about earlier, Event Horizon. There's actually a guy in that movie on board the spaceships just like smashing his head against a wall. And I firmly believe this scene is just a reference to that movie. Because honestly, Dead Space feels like an Event Horizon. Wait, what?
I assume he's doing that because it feels so good when he stops. Whoops, he didn't stop.
I'm assuming he was just trying to get the voices out of his head. Because everybody who is affected by the alien parasite just ends up going insane.
There's also a new collector's edition of this, I think.
Oh, more than likely. I got the base game because I spent a good portion of my money this month on the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy. I got the Ultimate Edition of that, which comes with a shit ton of DLCs. And I'm going to be streaming that on the 7th of February. So I get 72 hours early access to that game, so I will be streaming it early on the 7th of February.
It's freaking $275.
I plugged it in the right spot. Alright, let's
Nice.
switch this over to the
I'll
elevators.
watch you play some Hogwarts.
Yeah, no, I'm it's gonna be me and Slime Boy. We're gonna be
Isaac's helmet that you can wear.
oh, okay. That's cool, I guess. Are you gonna get it, Stu? You gonna stream wearing Isaac's helmet one of these days? Just for the hell of it?
Buy it for me, Stu. No, it's too expensive.
It's too expensive, says the guy who spends thousands of dollars on video games a month.
And the PC version doesn't even come with physical media.
See, Always Asleep, this is how you have to unsubscribe from his channel now. You'd be like, you know what? Stu never got what I wanted.
Shit after paying $275.
Yeah, I mean, I can get it, but I paid more for DVDs and stuff like that in the past. DVD box sets. I paid like close to, I think my Star Trek box sets when I first got them were around $250, I'd say. 150, $250, somewhere around there.
That's fine, but give me a physical copy.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Would you have paid $250 if it just came with the box and you needed to download the movies?
No. No. So the box set that I'm talking about is the Star Trek The Next Generation Blu-ray box set, which is the entire series of The Next Generation all remastered on Blu-ray. So the quality is insane. It literally looks stunning. And I believe I was like literally paying for the cost due to how well it looks, to be honest. I mean...
No, I know, but imagine all the Blu-rays were coasters, and it came with a download code.
No, I know what you're saying. Trust me, I get it. It depends on what it is. If it's a game, I wouldn't feel so bad, but if it was like a DVD set or something, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed.
Base games these days are $90 plus Canadian now. That's enough. I'm done with collector's editions entirely.
So for Hogwarts Legacy, I got the digital Ultimate Edition. I don't give a shit about disc or digital anymore, because honestly, I just don't have the room for all my disc-based games as it is. So I feel
Hogwarts
digital.
Legacy, I think the collector's edition was like $450.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not getting it. And I know a lot of my friends actually are being dicks, and so I have a lot of my friends on Facebook, when they found out that I had pre-ordered Hogwarts Legacy, they started... I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the media, but this whole thing is going on where anybody who buys Hogwarts Legacy is deemed homophobic and transphobic, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because I get what they're trying to say, because they're talking about how J.K. Rowling, whatever the fuck, I don't know how her name's pronounced, nor do I care, but how she 2 years ago said transphobic crap on her Twitter, and because of that, everybody is trying to boycott everything she's ever done, without doing research into who designed the game or anything, because the developers of the game said that J.K. Rowling had barely any say in the game. They used Hogwarts as the setting, but all of the characters in the game are created by the game developers, not by J.K. Rowling. So Harry Potter's not in the game or anything like that. It's just the setting of Hogwarts. So technically they are paying her for using the setting of Hogwarts. But that's about it. That's where it ends. And a lot of people are being like, oh, well, you know, if you bought this game, you're transphobic. You're clearly transphobic. Which is the stupidest nonsense I've ever heard in my life.
I understand not wanting to play it, but shaming others for just wanting to enjoy a thing is weird. J.K. Rowling can kick rocks, but it isn't J.
Yes, exactly. I hate her as a person, and I will always stand. I have a lot of friends. I have quite a few friends who are trans, and I will always stand by them. Like, there is no question. But if you're going to base an opinion on me based off of a game I pre-ordered, that's idiotic. That's completely stupid. And I notice this more and more with video games and movies and everything, where people are just, I don't even know, so toxic surrounding this stuff. It's ridiculous is what it is. Like, I remember when The Last of Us came out, The Last of Us Part 2, and all the bullshit that transpired from that. Where, like, they were threatening the developers of the game, the voice actors of the game, and everything. It's like, come on, dude, it's a game. Oh no, a character died in a game. Whatever shall we do?
Entering zero gravity.
Maybe realize that it's a fictional character would be the first thing that you should do. Not realize that it's not real, that you shouldn't be threatening voice actors and developers' lives over a fucking fictional character. I don't know. It's just silliness.
Yeah, man, people are really weird. Hi. Nah.
9/11. Okay. Welcome, huge ass. We missed you so much. Oh wait, no, we didn't. Not. All right. That is not the right button. Is that what was in there? Just
September
ammo?
11th, never forget.
Yeah? That's nice. Stu, do you mind silencing our wonderful compadre here? Thanks.
Like me personally, I would move out of the way if a plane was flying right toward me.
That's nice.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 rolling on the floor, laughing. September 11th.
Exiting zero gravity.
I don't get it. What's funny about 9/11? This
Nothing.
is some edgy content.
Nothing. He's just a troll. That's all he ever is. Remember? He makes multiple accounts.
Holding this position. What's happening there? Did you find Nicole?
No sign of her yet. But I found some hydrazine that should work on the barricade. I just need to find a shock pad.
Okay. Work fast, Isaac.
Entering zero gravity.
Anyone who thinks 9/11 was funny probably should have been there.
He doesn't think it's funny. He's trolling. Maybe silence him instead of contemplating what he's doing.
Well, he's not talking now.
What the hell? It shut the whole ship. I'll check it out.
Entering vacuum. Exiting vacuum.
They're really dumb for sealing the morgue. I would have torched all the bodies.
God. Took one step out of the captain's nest and Chen, that thing, he almost got me.
Okay?
I trapped him in a damaged escape pod. He's snarling like, this is fucked up. Hurry, Isaac.
I figured there was another guy coming at me. I heard the sound in the distance.
I would have fired them into outer space and hoped they became someone else's problem.
You would have fired who in outer space? The crew?
The people in the morgue.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, that makes sense. Oh.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
I think that's it. At least for these guys on the top floor.
It's good you have lots of ammo.
Yeah, I've been picking up a lot of it as I went on. Yeah. That's why it's important to raid all of the lockers that you find. It's definitely a game that requires you to really search out your settings. You don't want to just walk around and miss these things, because otherwise you're going to be vastly underprepared for some of the battles later on.
This is making me want to buy the game. Damn you, sir.
Hey, dude, it's definitely worth it. Can't deny it. It's definitely I mean, it was one of my favorite games, so it was a must-buy for me. Oh, damn, two of you.
Same here, to be honest, but I'm pissed about the collector's edition.
Well, quarantine is...
lifted.
Yeah, quarantine has been lifted. Check out... There's nobody in here, Isaac. Nicole, it's me. Yeah, that's cool.
Personal log, Dr. Nicole Brennan. With medication and zero-G therapy, patient Harris is showing improvements. If this continues, there might be hope for the others on Aegis 7. However, Dr. Mercer continues to interfere. He claims Harris's delusions are religiously significant. If I have to make a complaint, I will. I'm not losing my patient over unitology bullshit. Not again.
Tracking rig signal. Dr. Nicole Brennan. Rig location? Inconclusive. Manual rig tracking is available.
Patient log, Dr. N. Brannon, Senior Medical Officer, Counseling Session Number 3. Transcript for patient, name redacted. Dr. Brennan. Okay, dictation on. I'll keep your name out of the transcript. Thanks. It's just so hard to remember what's real. Your church mentor talked to you again? He knows me and my girlfriend want to leave. I can feel it. Our last seminar was all about heretics. How every unitologist who leaves is an enemy of humanity. Unitology is big enough... Oh, where are we here? Is big enough to take care of itself. This is about what's right for you. Just be careful. The church pulls out these tricks when they feel threatened. They have neurophysicists too. Even if you get out, they'll try to... Dr. Brennan? Sorry, did something happen? I had a patient who... I tried, and her son tried so hard, but she... I will fight for you with everything I've got, but never underestimate how strong the church's pull can be.
I hear Stu is big into unitology.
Uh-huh. Yeah, probably. Zero nodes. Okay, not worth doing anything here. Can't upgrade when I don't have the shit to upgrade with. Before we actually... Let's explore this area. I'm sure there's other shit to pick up. Yeah, I figured as much. Ooh.
Surgical log. Dr. Charles Mercer. Copy to my secure terminal. I convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. It's remarkable to finally see what I've sought all my life. The miners, this transformation, the divide death itself. Kain is erring on the side of caution. His faith has been shaken by these necromorphs, as he calls them. How strange, when my own faith has been so richly rewarded. With or without Kain, I must study one of these creatures. Or the next best thing. Brennan's patient, for example.
Face masks on the ground, gloves. Yeah, this feels like COVID. That's all I ever see nowadays. I don't know about you guys, but that's all I ever see. Like when I go outside, it's just dirty old face masks everywhere. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else here. I think we've kind of grabbed everything now. Whoa. Tissue sample needed. Wait, can I just... What if we... I mean, that is a tissue sample. Okay. Well, I guess I need a specific tissue sample for that machine later on.
Nice job helping him.
You can't. You can't help him in time. It's one of those scripted cutscenes. To Z. Caswell from D. Leal. Subject clerical error? Zoe. Specimen 426 is ready for harvest. I was about to notify Alvarez to prep for medical leave. But when I checked the database, I saw Ensign Sable has been moved ahead of her. Is that right? Alvarez has been on the waiting list for 3 months now. I thought arm transplants took priority over a cornea. D. To D. Leal. From Z. Caswell. Subject clerical error. Here's your clerical error. One of them bought CEC stock at the last purchase. One didn't. Guess which one was suddenly bumped up to vital personnel? It's not worth the headache to push back on it. Trust me. And before you think about filing an ethics complaint, just remember the wise words of Hippocrates. Shit rolls downhill. Zoe.
Daniels isn't answering her rig link. What's your status?
I found a shock pad I can use on the barricade. I'm heading back there now.
Watch the voltage on that pad. I'm not losing anyone else.
Alright, so now we have the shock pad, so we're able to make our bomb and get to the next location, which I think will either be Chapter 2 or Chapter 3. I think we're going into Chapter 2.
I'm not losing anyone else, except for myself.
Pretty much. Oh.
It's sort of like zombies.
Kinda similar. We have run out of body bags. Damn.
Level 2 security clearance required.
Remember, when you reach the morgue, find Captain Mathias' body. Get his rig codes, and the computer's all ours.
Security clearance required.
Loop and transmit all personnel. This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help. Look at his wounds. We can't handle so many trauma cases, and the command crew won't tell us what's happening. Susan. Shit.
Maybe I have some KHP left.
Alright, so that is a hologram of Isaac's wife, who served on board the Ishimura as a chief medical officer.
Security clearance required.
Should have given me... There we go. Okay, would help if you... No. There we go.
Medical log, Dr. Nicole Brennan. So much for being paranoid. I repurposed this room to run counseling sessions without unitologists interfering. Now, it's the only place I feel safe. I recovered a limb after yesterday's attack. Genetically, it's human tissue with bizarre mutations. But it's just a sample. It's not enough to figure out a cure. I need... Wait, where's that report from engineering? Here. The engineers pulled something out of machinery. Limbs missing, torso intact. Okay. Time for a real autopsy.
Ooh. Semiconductors. Hell yes. What do we got here? Plasma cutter upgrade, pulse round schematics. Okay, these I need. Let's get rid of... Okay, you know what? Get out of the way. You're interfering with my pickup. What? Oh. Oh, waste of ammo. There we go. Okay. And this is what I mean. The crew members are going insane. Yeah.
Level 2 security clearance required.
I think that's a good spot to end our save. I'm just making sure I didn't save over top of my own save game. Alright, so that was Dead Space Remake on the PlayStation 5. So that concludes our stream for tonight. We're going into the 2-hour mark. We're almost at 2 hours in, so I figure we'll end it here. Made some pretty good progress today. Thank you to Always Asleep for tuning in today, as well as Stu from Stu's Game Reviews, and Joshua from Weird Gaming Adventure. Thank you very much to all of you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the Dead Space Remake on the PlayStation 5. This game is also available for the PC and the Xbox Series X and S. And just as an FYI, this is a next-gen game only, therefore it is not on previous-gen consoles. So it's not going to be on the PS4 or the Xbox 360 or the Switch. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight, guys. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I will see you all soon at the Gamers Grotto. Please remember to check out my playlist section if you missed any of my previous live streams. And in the playlist section, you'll also find the joint collaboration section where I work with YouTubers such as Stu from Stu's Game Reviews and Olav from Olav Productions. If you like what you see in those videos, consider liking and subscribing to those YouTubers as well. And also in the playlist section, you'll find the Pirates of the Geek Vortex, which is every Friday at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about everything from video games, the latest movies, TV shows, books, comics, and board games. You can find those in Olav Productions channel. And check those out as well. Feel free to tune in on those if you feel up for it on Friday nights. And that's it for me, guys. I hope you had a blast, and we'll see you soon at the Gamers Grotto. Take care once again, have a wonderful night, and a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon.